is really tough to tell. I think I would lean towards the Aster draft a little bit, just because I'm a little bit like...
Snaking, what do you think about the lineups? Because we see the Abaddon offline, which OG has not run this tournament, as Taiga. Hold that thought. Poison touch is there. Ori with the hook. It's going to be sidestepped though, but the whirling axe is coming. Fissure blocking a little bit, but the toss back up looks to be first blood for Aster. Only question is who gets it. It's actually Siamese Cat with the poison touch.
That's a flesh heap though.
That is a flesh heap. That is true. But yeah, Snake King, what are your thoughts on the lineups?
I think it's really important for Aster to do well in this Enigma lane. This is a lot where their pressure is going to be. And if they can win this lane against the Monkey King, I think they'll have a very good snowball lineup where the Enigma will get the Vlads and kind of take over the map.
Actually started with the Basilius on Enigma. No regen, triple branch.
This is a XXS special. He loves doing this when he plays off the Enigma. So his Tiny will be able to have a lot of spells, and the Tiny just needs to buy these fast tranquil boots, and then he'll have HP and mana sustain in the lane.
Hero right now.
I think the hero in general is actually very hard to run because he pretty much doesn't have an ultimate, because when you press that ultimate you lose all control of your hero.
Yuragi not getting healed enough from Taiga, so that's
small camp. And you can see both of their elastics are extremely high.
XXS getting jumped on by Yuragi. Nice blocks from Taiga as well. The Jingu procs, and Yuragi wanted to get the kill, but just not in range, so Taiga will clean it up instead.
Yeah.
9 of the Enigma on the other side, so if you look at it that way, about even. He's going to get turned on though, but the Aphotic Shield taking off the poison touch. Seb is here as well, but the right clicks are just too much. Do you want to get active? Is it dependent on this 6-minute rune that's spawning right now?
I think so. And he got it. He won the 50-50, picks up an Arcane.
Arcane rune, but Boca, he's getting gone up, but the toss back into Ori's arms. Gets off the Dismember, but the Nature's Attendant's healing up a decent amount, but the hook and the right clicks are too much for Taiga to handle. So
it's actually quite viable here, and Ori makes it actually look very good. And I think Nisha also plays a very good pudge. I think what the mid player... Oh, hold on to that.
Initiation onto Monet in that top lane. The counter is that poison touch from Siamese Cat. And again, we've seen it all tournament long. Is the sidestep here from Baboka, the toss back with the Ava, and Monet gets hand-delivered a tasty treat.
Viable, or when they added the water runes, like seeing Puck take 2 runes whereas other mid laners can't.
XXS, he's initiated on and brought down even before a TP can finish. As Baboka trying to get some counter action here. Avatos into the Dismember. Centaur's coming, but no stomp to come. Illusory Orb though keeps BZM alive just barely. Taiga in the meantime limping away as well. So G made a bit of a rotation here as well, but Aster also here in numbers. Tons of Eidolons. Hook connects onto Lamar into the Dismember, but the borrow time procs. So Aster just resetting, knowing that that is on cooldown.
He's got Blink on
XXS, yeah, we have the Blink on Ori. And XXS, okay, he's got his Black Hole. Coil only onto 1, and it's the fattest hero in the game. So Ori's gonna be just fine. Avalanche sets up the hook again. Taiga healing up though with those Nature's Attendants. As Yuragi gets bounced back, and he's gonna get Black Hole. It's a solo Black Hole. Seth gets off the Echo Slam, but the Grave saving Ori. Dismember to give him a little extra HP, and Monkey King is dead. Ori trying to block the Fissure. He will live though. Fissure kind of blocks off the pathway for Aster though. As the Illusory Orb will find one for BZM.
He's got the Blink Dagger. He's been hiding it.
Oh wow, he's gonna get hooked though. And Seb in a lot of trouble. Gets off the Fissure. Rot continuing to do that damage over time. And here comes Yuragi. Faking his ult, gets a Boundless Strike, and now the focus is on the Ori. Of course, the Grave is available if they want to use it. Wukong's command is there as well. Able to get out of it though as the coil connects onto 2. Now the focus is on that, but the Grave himself. So Siamese Cat will likely fall here in just a moment, but Seb dies, buys back into the game, has that Echo Slam still available. So with this, Aster will likely have to try to back off. As another missed hook here. As the cleanup crew is from Amar, taking out both Baboka and Siamese Cat. So OG, they lose 1 on Seb, buy back, and win the fight. And now they will attempt to go for the Roche.
Oh wow.
And of course with, they're thinking about maybe not going. I mean, Abaddon, a very good hero with the Curse of Avernus stacks. But XXS, he still has his Black Hole. The Malefice into the hook is there, but the instant fissure from Seb into the Echo Slam, just trying to take out this Enigma, and they do it successfully. Does have buyback. We'll see if he expended his Ori. Getting great from the high ground thanks to Siamese Cat with the Boundless Strike, keeping him in place. Monet trying to focus on Taiga himself as Ori just taking so much damage from this impetus. Taiga just rips him a new one. And Monet, he is horribly outnumbered here, but not afraid to continue this fight, apparently. Avalanche top from Baboka, trying to get off the ult. Monet just barely gets off the battle trance, but it's on a borrowed time target. He's going to heal to a high degree, though. Jiragi gets hooked in the meantime as Ori gets off the Dismember, gets off the Balance Strike with the Jingle Strike, but it's not enough to stay alive. Double kill for Monet, and Aster somehow have turned this around. Did completely guess on this. And of course, this would technically be a dieback for him to get back a little bit early. He's going to go in, but Monet gets the Aegis, and Aster take out Seb in turn. Brawl. Monet able to maintain the Aegis, still with a minute to go as Ori's going to be spotted by Jiragi, but the focus is onto the Dazzle. The hook trying to save him, but the Echo Slam from Seb takes out the Dazzle in turn, and Monet actually pops the BKB despite still having the Aegis for another 45 seconds. He's getting kited right now, but Ori with a big Dismember onto Taiga looks to be his death at the very least, so it's a 1-for-1 support for support as we have the ultimate from Monet onto Amar, who already popped in borrow time as well, so he's back to full HP. Aegis another 30 seconds, so they're likely just trying to wait this out. But Baboka gets the backlines, gets a big avalanche, but he gets hooked by accident, and now Seb taken out by the right clicks of Monet.
Too much, and with this Wraith Pact as well, and the Aegis, I think OGs just can't really team fight back.
Oh, Avalanche. Oh, Silence comes out just at the right time into the coil, but again, the barracks are already down. XXS jumps in. No Black Hole quite yet. Hook missed from Ori. Despite him being a stationary target, it's like watching myself play, but he's still winning the game. Monet, he's going to drop inside this Wukong's command. 50 seconds of no troll.
Oh, they're going to keep going.
So OG gets something out of this, but the Boundless Strike misses, and the TPs are coming. XXS out. And the only one remaining is Ori, who also gets out.
I mean, it's definitely a fight condition for them, because right now they just don't have enough juice, but with this Agnes will give them a lot of power to bait the Aster team in and take a good fight.
Trying to save Siamese Cat. The Waning Rift comes with the coil onto 2 as Ori getting beat on by Jiragi and Taiga. They lose their Dazzle, but it's via a trade for Seb. And Monet really ready to fight as the hook connects from Ori. You can see how slow he is. Must have taken that talent level 10 as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely out of control. Jiragi pops out Wukong's command along with his BKB, but Aster just walk outside. And they're going to attempt to TP out. Monet looks to be fine. So they found the 2 supports.
XXS, he's got no TP.
You're right, he has absolutely nothing, so he's just dead. They get a core out of it at the very least, so 3 for 1.
Channeling spells on both Enigma and
Monet already popping the battle trance, and Jiragi just dies.
Wraparound play.
And
yeah,
Aster trying to bait this out. Ori focusing on Amar for now. The BKB's already popped. He's going to use his own along with the Black Hole onto 2 cores from OG, and already Jiragi is dead. Amar already pops that borrow time, but he is surrounded. And it's only a matter of time before they can chew through him as a double kill for Monet and second Roche for Aster.
They focus fire the Monkey King before his ultimate could proc. It was kind of a clutch thing.
All right, Abaddon is focused on, and it just hasn't felt like it matters. Like his borrow time keeps proccing. Hook comes out, Dismember. That's a dead Taiga. Monet getting healed up despite being blocked by the fissure. Tossed back to safety. You see the percentage on that is probably not the greatest this game. Jiragi on the trees can see all this. Monet trying to focus on Amar to start, but you can see Siamese Cat getting bursted with the Dagon. Echo Slam coming out from Seb as Amar pops his ult to try to heal his Seb up to good HP, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Double buyback on each respective side. Ori pops the BKB, dismembering Jiragi though. Jiragi trying to get out the Wukong's man. He does, but then dies a second after. And now Amar to the Whirling Axis. Double kill from Monet. So despite a pretty good initiation from OG, just not able to do much as this fight ends with a triple kill from Monet and BZM, the last member of OG alive.
Yeah, they have a creep wave going down mid, so OG is pretty much going to have to expend all buybacks here. Aster maybe could even go Throne. They're going to focus the tier 3 instead.
Oh, that was a good attempt, but BZM blinks out. Just trying to push these. Still 24 seconds on the Monkey King. Does have buyback, though. As BZM looking for the kill here. Does he dismember his teammate? Oh, the Waning Rift comes at the last moment, though. So Ori, despite having the shard, not able to really use it. Either way, Monet focusing on objectives. That is going to be Mega Creeps going the way of Aster in this game number 1.
Still a Rex top.
That is not Mega Creeps going the way of Aster in game number 1.
I mean, the Creeps might take it, though. They need to defend this.
That is going to be Mega Creeps for Aster in game number 1.
Take it! What in Gaben's name?
Or Monet, he's going to walk in the old-fashioned way. Not able to hit the whirling axis, but they spot Yuragi. He's going to get up the Wukong's command, and Enigma's dead right off the bat, so a good start for OG, but the Dismember inside the Wukong command for Yuragi. Ori at half HP, just trying to right-click, but you can see Monet just ripping him a new one. 75 seconds of no Monkey King, and this looks to be the beginning of the end of game number 1 in favor of Aster, as they don't even need the buyback, it seems. The buyback comes out from Amar instead, the Dagon being used to full effect, but the GGs come out, and Aster just dominating in game number 1.
Yeah, they had some pretty decent lanes, but I think their first few moves were extremely good. They knew that essentially if they just go late game, they would win. They have this Enigma with the black.
Semi-finals of the PGL Arlington Major. Sunspin here with Jenkins and Snake King. Breaker Chen, you got some good heals coming out from Aster. They talked about the mechanic of the Dawn ult into Chrono. It now works, kind of. Like before, that would actually stun you before you'd even land. Okay, we can see a Wraith Fire Blast connect onto Siamese Cat. He's completely surrounded in first blood for BZM. That is the mid lane tango. You're going to be very happy with that. Almost has his bottle already. His stash right now. See how aggressive they can be in this top lane though, because the Snapfire Dawnbreaker is pretty disgusting. We got the cookie to connect into the Scatter Blast as Yuragi getting chased, but XXS was the recipient of that Wraith Fire Blast. In fact, the Courier will go the way of Yuragi, but he will fall. Easy bomb side of OG as the Chrono is placed by Monet with the kisses on top as Amar's in a lot of trouble, out of mana and out of life as well. That seems to be the most common build before this tournament, as a zip in from Ori into the cookie leads to a kill onto Taiga in the top river. Sir. It is that Snapfire Chrono combo, and Yuragi, Chrono, Mortimer's kisses to follow, and the Dawnbreaker ult just to make sure that they get this position 1, and they do so, and that ult remains on cooldown as mid lane. Ori almost out of mana but zips away, not able to take out Taiga, but the hammer from the side as XXS getting a nice Sidewinder kill there. Swash is there, and attempted TP, Rolling Thunder does go off just in time. So at the very least, OG do get a support kill, but again, Taiga now has his Winter's Curse available. Getting to the high ground thanks to the Arctic Burn, but he's going to get jumped instead. Electric Vortex to start. He's going to get the Cold Embrace off, but they have enough magic damage, surely. That Static Remnant is the thing that finishes them off. From 4 members of OG, Ori. He's going to pop it, but zips away. Taiga's in the area, though. Winter's Curse.
No mana.
And BZM with that ult is going to connect. The Dawnbreaker ult coming in, though, and a nice cookie to give Ori that extra space to get away. That does require the services of most of Aster. The big Starbreaker coming in, but it's canceled. Is that for XXS? Might want to try to re-engage here on the Taiga as the Chrono comes out onto 2 with the Mortimer's kisses as well. They'll find the support to start. Elder Titan ult not enough to really dissuade them from continuing, as that is a double kill for Monet, and Seth looks to be next on the list for Aster.
It's just melting.
And it looks to be uncontested, so a freebie for Aster as the Aegis is taken by Monet. Maybe a little bit surprising he's not on the Storm Sphere, but he's going to zip on Seb, and Ori out of mana thanks to the Defusal Swashbuckle. And Ori, he's going to get cookied to safety. Monet, not able to get anything off here as Ori looks to be just dead. BKB pop from Amar, but there's the double band Chronosphere into the kisses again, and the Dawnbreaker ult as well. That is 1 dead, but BZM able to get off his shard, and a nice curse comes out from OG, kind of resetting things. In fact, taking out XXS instead. So nice turnaround overall from OG. Now they're going to find Siamese Cat as well, the position 5 Snapfire. So despite losing Amar, OG showing some life in this game number 2.
That was excellently played by OG, but a huge blunder by Monet. He needs to Chronosphere this Razor when he's linking the Storm Spirit. Yeah. Especially when he had regen with bottle. He was going to be able to have a perfect reset.
The save comes out, and again a huge swashbuckle, no mana at all, and Aegis is down just like that. OG and BZM in particular really getting big value out of this Diffusal Blade.
I hope Aster will be able to reset them.
Oh, that's a huge zip though. They want to get revenge and they will. So Ori able to pick off BZM finally. Fine, unless they spot him, or he still can close the gap. Okay, he does get off a Splinter Blast, Blink Dagger, but a zip from Ori. Taiga with a premature cold embrace. Nice sidestep onto the Echo Stomp. Looks to be a freebie here for Aster as Taiga, just a couple more right clicks. But again, Ori out of mana now. This tier 2 tower finally fortified, but it will be brought down, which means the outpost might be going their way, although Siamese can get taken out now.
They did lose their ward though, so they don't want to continue playing in that area. They want to play somewhere else. Oh,
BZM gets a nice double stomp into the Wraith Fire, coming out from Uragi, and the Blink Dagger to follow. The XXX gets off his BKB. Chrono onto 2, but a nice burst to try to counteract it. It's only half duration though, as the focus is now onto Amar without that BKB, and Uragi still with that second life available to him. Dawnbreaker coming in, but XXX, he's going to take that swashbuckle damage. He gets off a nice Starbreaker into the blink, but not able to get out this time. So 2 kills go the way of OG.
I assume Amar will want to have it. This is a really good start for Razor. We're going to be able to get really good fights onto the side of Aster.
Uragi starting this off with the Wraith Fire onto XXS. He gets off the Starbreaker, healing him a decent amount, but Amar is there with the static link. The Hammer trying to buy himself some distance, but he's just getting bursted down with this right click from Amar, and the Ultra Swashbuckle slows him down, and in the base they go. Amar gets the kill, and now they're going to turn this around, potentially the Void, but he gets off the Time Walk in just the last moment and gets all of his HP back.
In his backpack right now.
Okay. BZM gets off the Diffusal Blade, but XXS with the Hammer gets a little bit of distance, gets the cookie as well, but here comes the initiation onto Baboka, gets off his Hand of God and the mech, but it's not enough to survive. Monet and company just have to sit in their base and wait for OG to try to make a mistake here on the high ground. It's up reverse time walking instead. Definitely not going to use it on the Wraith King. Oh, the bash actually connects onto XXS. Kind of stuck in a weird spot here as Monet jumps in looking for a potential Chronosphere target. And it's going to be a wasted BKB just in a defensive measure from Aster's side, as OG still not looking to get out of the base. Amar not doing that much damage to this building, but he's continuing to try.
They've got Mortimers now. I think they're going to let you go.
Yeah, we have the Electric Vortex. There's the Mortimer's Kisses with the Chronosphere on top. He actually gets Ori not quite in the Chrono. I thought he got something for a moment, but you can see the disarm coming out, and Void in a lot of trouble has to time walk out and not getting any damage out at all. XXS getting static link with the Amar. Over the right click action as the mid lane of Rax is dead, and the jump in from Uragi, 2 dead for Aster, as OG looking very good right now. Ori with absolutely no mana, and even the Dawnbreaker comes in and gets bashed right off the bat. Triple kill for Amar as GG is called. OG tie it up 1-1.
Very nice play from OG, understanding what they had to do in that game. Amar building into the heart and the Heaven's Halberd. This guy was completely unkillable. It felt like Aster had no damage in the Chronosphere.
Distance, it is game number 3. We have Sunspan, Jenkins, and Snaking.
Just a rune standoff. Oh, but they get the ward.
Oh, that's an early one. Denied though. No extra gold going the way of Aster this time. Set. Kind of manning up here a bit, but this bounty rune, oh, they're going to try to contest Uragi. No, I'm not going to go for any Blade Fury action, knowing that the time walk was there.
Okay, so OG, they're doing an aggro tri-lane, or at least an aggro dual lane, and spam out the spin for Harass instead.
Yeah, BZM getting pursued by Ori, gets the heavenly jump up here. BZM. Oh my goodness! Okay. BZM, I mean, despite that death, he is out CSing the Zeus right now. As Taiga bot lane, it's off the snowball. Time dilation is there as well, slowing him along with Amar. They both have to be kind of careful here. When you look at the net worth, he does have a decent lead. As Amar getting a nice static look in the bot lane, but the Wyvern getting
sick right now.
Pursuing from Monet. Yep, Zeus ult is close.
Just one more.
Siamese Cat is getting pursued now as well. Monet, though, he has to be a little bit careful. His time walk not quite available. And there's the Thunder God's Wrath from Ori, taking out Amar. And Taiga
gets a bash.
Looks like he'll find a kill for himself, but Monet will get the trade again. Nicely played from Aster. Good communication as well. Waning Rift in the mid lane with the coil expended from BZM leads to a pickoff onto Baboka.
Or something. With the catapults. Oh, they're going in.
Yeah, they wanted to go with the double damage onto BZM, but Baboka is there to try to punish it. Gets the mana burn and the impale. But now he's going to get turned on. Taiga gets off the tag team. Baboka trying to get this bounty rune, but it's going to be stolen along with his life.
Every game.
XXS has to be a bit careful. Omni Slash doesn't have enough mana, but he does have 2 wand charges. He'll pop it. Still 5 mana away. Instead, he's going to go for Blade Fury, but that is going to force the Primal Split. Now he's going to get chased a bit. The stun to come out, and Uragi has to be a bit careful here.
Damage.
Yeah, but he has some backup in the form of Seb and company. The entirety of OG seemingly is here to try to keep their carry alive, and they'll do so. Now XXS in his regular Panda form looks to be very dead. He's going to get off the static link along with his ult as Ori. Going to get saved for the time being by Siamese Cat. Here comes the first chrono of the game. Thunder God's Wrath is there. Amar is dead. Now the question is, will Taiga be able to reciprocate onto Ori? Orb is coming. Coil is expended, so BZM comes in for the kill on Ori instead. It ends up being a favorable trade for OG despite the death onto Amar. Now the illusory orb continues. Baboka. He gets off the spike carapace, but it was phase shifted off. Now Siamese Cat trapped in by Taiga. Nicely done, but the save onto himself. And Taiga maybe a little bit too far this time. Gets off the snowball, but it'll be a hard one to get out of. A couple more right clicks will do it, and Monet gets credit for that. Big patch in a while, but the nerfs were severe back in the day when this was very popular, but just all of a sudden this tournament, everyone's picking it up. Seb, you have to hold that thought, because I had to see that thunderclap come to fruition, but Impale with the mana burn. BZM's out of mana right now. Waning Rift to the high ground. Oh, he's actually going to dodge the Thunderbolt. Very nicely played, but BZM getting pursued again, and Ori still finds the damage anyway. And now Uragi inside the curse gets off the spin, but to no avail.
The Juggernaut right now.
Yep, XXS. His smoke is going to break. To use that ultimate. Thunder God's Wrath is there. He's going to get stunned. Omni Slash, but there's the Cold Embrace for the save. Monet, I want to use the Chrono, but he's going to have to use it on his teammate and try to focus on the Enchantress. They can't right-click at all. So the Brewmaster dies before the split, and Monet has to try to time walk to safety. He's getting pursued now by Amar. He's taking heavy damage. Baboka looking for the Impale. He'll get it onto Amar, but he's going to get crushed. Cold Embrace comes and will be taken out eventually. Obviously there, Amar did die in that engagement, so it is a 2-for-1. The win probability is very even at the moment. But BZM goes to the high ground. XXS gets off the Primal Split now, so we'll see if he can get in the pit in time. Looks like he will, because Roche is only at half HP. Now Taiga getting bursted down. They're going to lift the Jug into the air, but that's a buyback onto Taiga now. Uragi had to force out his Blade Fury. And now Aster, without that Primal Split, without that Chronosphere, and without that Curse.
They've got one more split. He does have the egg, so...
Oh, okay.
Got one more to work with.
So will that be enough without the Chrono and the Wyvern ult? Taiga into the pit now. Baboka, Vendetta. Spike Carapace is there with the Impale. Amar's already at half HP, and now Monet trying to focus on him, but the BKB comes out from Amar, getting out the static link as well. He's getting really low, has to walk to the other side though. And now Monet, with the time walk, reverses back to try to finish off Taiga instead and save Ori in the process. So they get the support of Taiga and Amar, but Ori gets deleted by BZM seemingly everywhere on this puck. Now Seb is going to take some right-click action from Monet. That's a double kill for XXS. And we'll see if that's enough for Aster to go in the pit, but they actually found Uragi with this Tornado and the Curse to try to counteract the Blade Fury for the time being. Keeps him in place. Another silence coming out from BZM, and this Void has to be careful, of course. Siamese Cat is there with the Cold Embrace if he needs it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to Omni into the Cold Embrace. That is definitely the right...
BZM. Get the jump now as Seb. He's going to get bursted. It's not quite enough for the kill. Blister Blast does come in as Seb is still the one getting focus of all these heroes, and the Primal Split is used to take him out very effectively. Cold Embrace now, but the Chronosphere saving him for now as it's on 3 heroes. Can they get Uragi inside? He's getting bashed repeatedly. So Aster coming out on top of this fight so far, but the snowball coming in from Taiga. At the very least, they will get Siamese Cat, so no more Cold Embraces to come. Taiga slowed to a crawl, finally will drop. And Amar. Time walk in from Monet, and BZM still in the pit. He's gonna get another waning rift off, but he's gonna get bashed. He has to be careful. Double bashing back, gets off the phase shift. Not able to time the lightning bolt correctly as BZM to the high ground. Looks like he will finally get away. But again, XXS is not done chasing. Amar, that's who he has in his sights, and Monet and company will get another kill in their name.
Hero's going to respawn, and we're going to see another fight just like that.
Yeah, and it's just a fight out of sight. Seb, he's going to be the tank here at half HP already. And obviously the right clicks are going to be pretty hard to come by thanks to that untouchable. Gets off his Orchid onto the Brewmaster for now is Monet. He's going to get snowballed on, but Seb is still there. Can they even kill this man? Doesn't look like it. Not even worth it for them as Taiga jumps in with that Walrus Punch, but he actually knocks himself on the cliff. He's going to get impaled though, but he's still alive as Baboka. He's going to be punished by that Blade Fury. And he's dead, so a 5v4 situation for OG. Coil now onto 2, it's broken. No Chronosphere to work with still as the Omni Slash onto XXS. No Primal Split to work with, but he still lives through the entire Omni Slash. There's not enough damage there. Yeah, I think so. There is another Bruise Split, but it looks like OG will finally claim Roche #1.
He was bluffing, and Aster did not call his bluff. Think they're gonna call Seb on this one?
Well, we'll see. Nimbus is there. Yeah, wow. All right, well, that's a lot of damage. Monet can pop the BKB, trying to bait them into this Chronosphere. It's going to kill Taiga as a result. And we'll see if they find it. Baboka breaking it, but it doesn't look like there's a dust. In fact, Ori's found with this coil, but look at the damage done to BZM as a result. Now the save onto Ori to keep him alive for the time being. And the ult comes out from Siamese Cat as well as the puck. Very low on HP. He's going to drop it. It turns into a triple kill from Monet. Huge turnaround from Aster as Yuragi able to get that Omni Slash out. But like you said, there is the Cold Embrace again. Monet pops the BKB, gets a lot of his HP back, and now turning his sights to Yuragi. That is death #1. The Aegis is down as Amar is trying to save his teammate, but another Bruise Split comes and another Chrono actually. Monet just came off cooldown, gets off that, gets a nice kill there, and now onto Ryagi they go. And he's completely surrounded here, and he's going to be brought down, so a full team wipe. And we'll see if they're able to pick him off, but BZM keeping his distance now. And saw the power of Siamese Cat. I mean, his saves are kind of out of control here. As we're going to see a coil. That's going to be the death of Baboka to start this fight. Snowball kind of delaying things. Taiga's able to blink out to safety. It looks like Aster will just retreat now at form. Trying to slow them down. Taiga onto the high ground. Early Primal Split. Monet goes in, but not able to get the Chrono off. As the Nimbus comes in and BZM might be caught out. He's going to get stunned right off the bat. Another right click will do it. He's going to get off his orb, but he's dead, and a gem drops. Big kill for Aster. Now Enchantress looks to be, they're just going to lift him up and ignore him. Like, God, I'm so sick of this Enchantress. Big mana bar on Yuragi, though. And he's going to get chronoed, and he's going to be brought down. 90 seconds of no jug. But again, that's going to align pretty nicely with this second Roche.
They've got a ward down to the high ground, too. Aster looks like they're going to fight into it anyway.
BZM, he's going to pop the smoke, but there we see Monet going in to get some nice vision with that Thunder God's Wrath, and this will be a dieback on the Seb if he's bursted down, but Yuragi comes in with that Blade Fury Shard combination. Seb is dead, here's the Chronosphere, but the counter curse is there, and the right click's being applied to Yuragi. Will it be enough? He gets off the Omni Slash at the last moment. The Snowball coming in as well. Amar using the Spider Legs to get to the other side, but the Static Link will not remain. Siamese Cat is dead, will buy back though. Baboka gets a beautiful impale onto Amar, who drops shortly after. Double buyback now from OG as Yuragi on the run, completely retreating here.
He needs the juke.
Trying to get pursued, but you can see BZM trying to create some space. The coil was used. Not sure if they caught anybody, but it's going to turn into a triple kill from Monet.
See Yuragi.
And two dead from OG. Lifted up Yuragi. Does have his Blade Fury. Will use it, but the bash is there. Monet. Another ult comes out from XXS. Trying to get this stun up onto Amar. Gets off his Spider Legs there as well. That'll be a dieback for him if they're able to contain him. He's on the cliff. They see him. Thunderbolt is there as well. And he's just right-clicking as a Zeus, and it's going to be enough. And 4 dead in favor of Aster. BZM, the last remaining member, he's going to get bashed. Gets off the phase shift, though. I doubt they try to pursue him, but in all likelihood, this is going to be Roche #2 for Aster. Yeah, and the Aegis and Roche are going to fall. And it looks like Aster going to be able to get everything out of it. Oh.
Yeah,
We'll see how much they care about that.
right now Aster's backline it really needs to be saved.
They want Seb. They're actually going to use the Primal Split, and there's the Void Spirit coming out as well. Seb, he's dead inside the Nimbus. 70 seconds of no Enchantress.
That's a nice...
Still, Monet, he has his Chrono. He's going to use it on Yuragi. Where is he? Where was he to begin this fight? He's going to got the Omni Slash at the last moment, though, to try to stay alive, but it's more of a defensive measure than anything else, as two are dead for OG, and Yuragi getting chased. But he will get his blink off with the Blade Fury. Zamar inside this Nimbus has to BKB, and again, a defensive measure. As Yuragi's coming in from the backside, he's going to get the blink and the Blade Fury, focusing on Ori. He's not going to be able to live through this. Nicely done from OG. Statically coming out from Amar, gets lifted into the air. BZM looks like he'll live. Has to kind of sidestep that Nimbus, though, as the Primal Split used to try to make sure that Aster can get away.
The story of this game is the Zeus and the Wyvern.
Yeah, but they run into Monet and XXS instead. Seb, he's going to take the Primal Split to himself, it looks like, inside the Nimbus as well. He's going to pop a BKB of his own. Do they have enough to rip through him? It doesn't look like. But on the other side of the fight, the deletion of Siamese Cat is huge, but the Chrono Sphere coming out onto Yuragi with the first damage from the Zeus. Isn't enough? Yes, but the buyback comes out from Yuragi now. And Seb, they're still trying to go on top of him, but the instant sheet from Amar. Can they turn this around onto the Faceless Void? Monet gets the time walk off, and he's very healthy indeed. And Taiga actually positions himself forward because of the snowball, but there, the buyback from Yuragi coming to fruition now, and the Blade Fury just ripping through this void. Buyback though, two of them from Aster. And it's another 5v4 in favor of OG, but they lose the puck, and he buys back now. And Amar gets off another sheep, this time onto Ori. Finally pops that BKB, but another Primal Split comes out as Amar attempting to TP out. The bash, not there. So OG staying alive here, but the Impale coming out onto Taiga in the river. Don't think they can save him, so now it's a 4v4. Surely there's no buybacks available. I guess there's one on the Ench and Brew for now. As the next Roach is up, but Seb inside this Nimbus is going to get the spin help from Yuragi. But it looks like Seb will eventually fall. Finally, double kill from Monet. Took them that long. He was initiated on in this fight. It's a game for both teams.
Courier has been killed.
Yuragi, he goes high. They want to fight right now, but he's going to get bursted. Only at half HP, gets the Blade Fury up, but the Zeus, Ori's in a lot of trouble. He's dead. See if he ends up buying back Monet. He's silenced for now, has to pop his BKB as Amar gets a little baby static link off, but finally the buyback comes out from Ori. Nimbus to try to scout this out. That's one advantage Aster could have, but then again, you are playing against an Ench with creeps. Oh, but the jump onto Amar. There's the Chrono Sphere, but that is a dead Wyvern to start us out. It is a decent Chrono Sphere on the two, and Nimbus doing a lot of damage, but you can see Amar buying back into the game. The Faceless Void, Ori, oh my god, he gets the Chrono Sphere off just at the last moment, and Monet, he'll find one. Trying to focus now onto Seb. That's going to be essentially a dieback for him. Blade Fury coming in from Yuragi, but now kind of trying to retreat as BZM very low on mana himself, and OG outnumbered. XXS, he gets off his Primal Split again thanks to the refresher now. Checks from the damage onto Yuragi. And the sheep coming out from Amar to try to focus down this Faceless Void instead, but it looks like Yuragi might be falling. He does die. 3 dead in favor of Aster, but it's going to be a trade for the Nyx Assassin. Amar, he's going to be spotted. He just bought back a dieback for the Razor now. So Aster, a 3 versus 1. Could go for the Roche, or they could try to go for these buildings, knowing that so many buybacks are on cooldown. Is that thing bugged in the top? I'm not sure. Either way, the tier 4 tower is dead. There's only 2 members of OG are in the area. Ori has to pop his BKB just as trying to do. BZM, Taiga, he actually pops his BKB, but he's trying to slow this down as much as possible. You can see Ori getting completely focused down, and he's dead to BZM's right click. But the complete target here from Aster is the buildings.
He's trying to kill
Tier 4 towers are dead, and now they go for the throne. BZM living on a sliver of HP. Finally, the Primal Split comes out, and the GGs come out. Aster secure themselves top 3. OG eliminated from the Arlington Major. What a game.
A little bit of trash talk at the end there. ATF equals ATM.